Hey friends, what's up? Redneck Game here. Welcome to Farming Simulator 17, but not a series that you've seen before. Not a series at all, in fact. This is a little bit of an announcement video, I guess you could say. So we are here on this Farmtown USA map, version 2. But as you guys know, if you follow the Green Farming series, I've been editing the map pretty heavily. And it's getting to the point where I'd like to let you guys play on it as well, and I guess you can say publicly release it. Even though I don't really consider it like an edit or release. I don't know what to call it, but it's getting to the point where I want to let you guys play on this as well. And this video is kind of about that. I was on the About His Facebook page and I didn't realize that he said he has it written in the pin post. It's on the picture in the pin post that you can feel free to post wherever you want a edit of it, as long as you give proper credits to the original modder or modders. And obviously, I have no problem with doing that. They earned the credit. So starting here at the main farm, what have I done? I have done very little to the main farm actually so far. I've really only, the way the map comes, it has 2 or 3 harvest doors right here that you can use that for your silage. But seeing as you can't easily fill a TMR mixer from those silos, I put in a bunker. I also kind of like bunker more. This is not the final bunker I will be using. I will be definitely getting a different silage bunker. This is just kind of more or less placeholder and seeing how the bunker would work on this map, and it works great actually. I decided to find a little bit of a smaller one, just one that kind of fits the map more. Don't get me wrong, that's a great silo. It comes from the county line map. And it's an absolutely great silage bunker, but not quite right for the map. The dairy barn, I like it. I like how old it is. I will be keeping it. I know way back when this was only a version 1 map, I changed this out for the freestall barn, the freestall dairy barn that's out there by CBJ Midwest Modding, I believe is who released it. I changed it out for that, but honestly, it didn't look right. I liked it when I was doing it, but in the end, it didn't really look right or feel right. So I will be keeping this as is. These silos, I am debating. I have to figure it out first, but I'm debating whether or not I put in the silos that you have to fill manually with the augers and stuff, like on UMRV. I'm debating whether I want to do that. I definitely want to change the silo system. I don't know, it just seems a little big for the like this map is set up for rather small to medium sized farming, and these silos, they would fit a medium sized farm. I love the silos, I really do. But they're not really what you see around me, and I kind of want to give this map a small town Pennsylvania feel, which it already kind of has. So I'll be working with that a little, I think. I also might end up rearranging some of the barns around. Might be replacing the barns. I love, don't get me wrong, I love the map. The map is a fantastic map as is. I just want to personalize it for me. And these barns, I kind of want to go with a red and white theme, or just an old white, what's the technical, milk board is what they called it back then. The boards that are white, the barns that are white with white boards, that's what they called milk boarding back then, or milk boards. So coming out here, I'm thinking I might take out some of this stuff, but you can actually take out these large bushes with a chainsaw, because they're actually just trees. If we go down here, they're just trees that are just set lower in the map, so you can actually cut those and remove those if you don't like the overgrown look. I like it, so I think I'm going to be keeping it. One of the other edits I made is I deleted this field, so this field is not actually here anymore, and it doesn't even show up on the PDA anymore. If you look, it's there as like the texture of it on the PDA. That's just because I haven't changed the PDA. I don't know if I will. I don't know how to do that, so yeah. But the other edit I've done is I put this farmer's market here, and I'll be putting some seed fertilizer and liquid fertilizer buy points here. In my green farming series, I use this for all the placeable sell points for all the fruits from the placeable greenhouses and stuff you can get. So that's what I use this little area for. It works out really good, and I really like it. This was here. I didn't do this, but I will be going in and smoothing out the edges, making them look a little bit better. Another thing that I did just today, actually, or yesterday when you're watching this, is I added a little firehouse, just in case you guys wanted to mess around with some of the fire trucks that are out there, and just the rescue stuff that is out there. You can actually open the barn, and this is using the same kind of doors as UMRV, where you actually have to hold down your mouse button to open it, or hold down your other mouse button to close it. I really like that. Also replaced the I think it was just a small little Walmart that was here. It didn't really make sense because Walmart is never small. So I replaced it with an Applebee's, and obviously I still have to fix it because there's a car that spawns inside of it. The lines I have to mess around with and get them a little lower, but this is where you guys can sell your eggs, right there. If we go over here, we will see the first little area of baldness. Now this is just temporary, just to kind of showcase the map and show it off, show what you can do with it. So these two areas right here and right there are both level. They are on different height levels, but they are both level areas for replaceables. I will be filling these in with trees and removable bushes, so you guys can come in here, cut them down if you want, and then clear the land and put a placeable here. I have those kind of areas. I have a floating bush. I gotta take care of that. But I have those kind of areas all over the map. Like right here, for instance, I deleted a field that was right here and expanded this little lumberyard thing that I can't talk. I'm sorry. That was here, and I think it really was only like right there was the original lumberyard. But there are placeable stuff that you could put in a lumberyard. For example, I have the placeable sawmill, the pallet works, the firewood and charcoal factory, the cardboard factory, and some log storage right here, as well as a barrel factory. So that gives you plenty of room to do all that stuff. This area, I don't know if I'll put trees here, but I'll put like bushes that you can remove and all that here. I'm thinking at least, or maybe I'll just leave it like this. That way, it's an obvious logging area or log yard, and you can still, you know, put your equipment here. I might put a barn right here for forestry equipment if you want to like run a forestry operation on this map and run it out of this area. This is a sawmill. It's pretty small, but I kind of like it, so I'll be leaving it alone. The biggest thing I have done on this map, which is pretty recent, if we go through here, all this was unused and just plain. So I built a bridge across, a pretty old rickety bridge, but I like it, across to this farm. And I gotta take a quick break. I gotta go get some water because I'm running out of hydration in my mouth. That doesn't make any sense. My mouth is running dry. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you back in just a second. Alright, guys, sorry about that. So like I was saying, I added this bridge and this bridge to replicate that. This was kind of the old original bridge that has since fallen down. And they had built this one, but they didn't use the best materials. And as you can see, this one's kind of leaning that way. But for the most part, they are pretty straight. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. You guys can give me suggestions. By the way, that brings up another point I wanted to make, that if you guys have any suggestions for this map whatsoever, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see in the map. Chances are that I'll include it. Excuse me. And also, I'll be working on this creek, or I guess it's more of a river, because under it is just the grass. So I'm gonna do some texture things to it. I really like the sand, so I'll be doing the sand more often, like along there and under as well, and just overall making it look good. I might even put some water plants on top of it, like along the sides there. Like right there would be a good place for some lily pads or cattails or something. I'll see what I can find. We have bushes along the side here, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of goes into the water. This whole forest is brand new, by the way. I have added this since I started editing it. Right now it really only goes over to here. I also pushed back this background back to the edge of the map, because it was kind of like right here for most of the way down. So I pushed it back, made use of 100% of the map almost. And if you guys watched the Green Farming series, you will know that I put this little farm here, oops, as a kind of an old abandoned farm. Pretty cool. Got the camper there. And what I did with the grass, how I decided to put the grass here, this is also a level point if you want to put the moonshine factory that is out there. You can put that in here if you want. Just clear out the trees. Now the decisions I've made on the grass in here, I do not know why it's actually tall. It shouldn't be. It should look like that. I'll have to figure that out. It should work with seasons. It shouldn't be permanently tall like this. But the way I made some decisions for the forest is I didn't want to put the typical forest foliage down, because you can't get rid of that. Like if you wanted to put a placeable here, you wouldn't be able to get rid of the leaf foliage on the ground, and so it would be poking through the placeable. That was the chair, not me. So instead I put the grass in here, and the way I decided to do the grass is in Giant's editor. The sun shines in a specific way on the edge of the map. So what I did is I went in and just put grass wherever the shine was peeking through. Did I say the shine? I mean the sun was poking through. So for instance, like right now the sun is shining right here, so I would have put grass right in there. So that's how I kind of went about putting the grass in the forest. You got an old silo in there, kind of hidden by all this grass and overgrowth. If you go through here, there is a little bit of a path here, although I forgot to put that version in here. But there is like a little bit of a dirt path under all this grass that wraps around to here. And this is a old horse stable, but the way I'm playing it in my Green Farming series is that this farm, we're talking about buying it, and if we do buy it, we'll turn it over to some of the forest people that are moving in, and we will be able to sell our bales right in this area. If we pull up F5, right here is a bale trigger. This stable barn is actually useful. You can actually open the doors. You can see it's overgrown in there as well. All the doors are functioning. There's no triggers in here, so you don't actually have to feed them or feed anything in here. It's really just for looks and attention to detail, really. There's this winding path through here. I gotta put some grass in the path to make the path look overgrown as well. Also, that grass in the middle right there is the farmland underneath. So like, go back. So if you were to plant grass, that meadow texture that comes up that you can fertilize is under most of this grass right here. I'd say from like here over to about here, and from this end to just where that path ends. So you guys can actually fertilize this land. You guys can till it up if you want. And here is your other little field you have here. It's not numbered. You pretty much own it automatically. That's just because I haven't figured out the field definitions yet. I'm not 100% sure how to do that. So that's why it's not an actual field on the minimap. Like if we pull it up, you see there's no actual field here. There's actually nothing here on the minimap, but that's all good. It's honestly just a little detail. So then the path turns into gravel. Now this is something I have not shown on the green farming series yet. But if you just go through here, it's kind of an overgrown path. Like I said, I have to add some more grass through the path. You come to this old abandoned little mansion. I say little, but it's a mansion. You have some removable hedges, which I will actually be removing. I don't really like these. They're kind of they're too much in a line for me. So those won't actually be there. They will be replaced with stuff like this, where it's an actual tree, and you can come up in here and just put your chainsaw right about there, cut it, and it's gone. Now so you can use the timber for whatever you want. Added a little rock face here. Gotta add a little more in some spots. There's some boulders, some old pines that have fallen down, a pine that is withstanding nature right now. That's on purpose, by the way. If you look, the pines actually fell. I've made it so they actually fell on the rock, which I think is a pretty cool thing I was able to do. So yeah, before we move on to some more features, I have to take another break. I'm getting texts like crazy right now. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Alright, sorry about that again. But moving on to the next part, I still have to remove this background. But I kind of put like an overgrown, kind of like a maple grove here. There's mainly maple trees, but it has been overgrown with some pine trees as well, which I think is a pretty cool detail. Yeah, like the border right now is like right here. You can't see it from this end, but it looks like that. I had to remove that, and then you guys can actually come back here and do whatever you want to do with it. Oh, let me out. This side of the map I don't think I've touched really at all. Just run through here and double check that. No, I haven't touched anything on this map really, or on this side of the map really. Trying to think if I have any plans. I don't have any plans to touch anything in here really. So if we go over here, wait, where am I? So the main farm is there. We'll go ahead and walk this way. Haven't really done anything in here either. Keep on walking. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way to the main farm, kind of, and over here. Another flat area for your placeables. Like I said, this will be filled in with trees and bushes that you can remove with your chainsaw, and then obviously you can grind them down into the stumps, remove them, and place whatever you want here. So it should all look really good. And you have kind of like a natural entrance way right here. I have to remove this stuff right here because you can't remove that with any plow or mower or anything. So I have to remove that in GE, or Giants Editor, before I release it. But yeah, you have this kind of natural path going through here, which is really awesome. So that is that area. If we move on this way, the BGA I might do something with, make it more American. That sounds weird because you can't really make a biogas plant American, just because they don't really have those here in America, not to my knowledge at least. I might be changing this out completely, might just get rid of it, I'm not sure. So if you guys have any ideas for this, put them in the comments as well. Keep on walking through here. I will be making some contour strips right in here because this is absolutely nothing right now. You can see this is how the map comes if you just download it, the Farmtown USA version 2, not my edit of it, just the regular version 2 version. This is just how it comes. In my version I will have trees along here, and this is flat ground. This is where I have my current Moonshine Still factory thing. It's surrounded by trees. It's really nice. There's also a little flat part right here. Like, all this is flat for your placeables. Like I said, there will be overgrowth right along here. I'm going to try to get some water in this rut just to add a little, little detail here. Then the path goes into some farmland. I think it'll look good. Excuse me. This right here, this is known as farm number 3 on the map. But I'm kind of, I took the silos out, and it already kind of looks like a Department of Transportation lot. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. So you can either use it as a farm or a Department of Transportation thing, if you guys are into that. Like, get some snowplows, put them in there. Like, I'm trying to make this map as universal as possible. So if you guys like to do a little bit of the role play, like take on the role of a fireman, or take on the role of a Department of Transportation worker, you plow the roads in the winter and maintain the roadways or something like that, you guys can do that, or you can use it as a farm. Continuing on through here, the pig farm will be getting a silage bunker as well. If you guys want to use the CCM mod, you guys can feel free. That'll be going right where that old barn is. I mean, I played this map a lot, and this farm has a lot of storage. I've never used that one for storage. And I will probably be putting some sort of hay bale barn here as well, just so you can store them. You could use that as storage. I've used it quite a few times. That is part of this farm. Really no complaints there. I really like that part of it, so I'll probably be leaving it. Continuing on, you can already see it out of the left part of the screen. Oops, follow this path. We have another clearing. This part was a field that I've deleted and made a huge area for your placeables. Now, I made this part specifically for the donut and coffee factories that are out there, because they require a lot of space, and you can fit each and every part of that mod, or those mod packs, in this area. Like all the factories, your flour, your sugar, your what else is there, vegetable oil, your orchard, and the factories themselves, they all fit very nicely in here. It's not cramped at all. There's plenty of moving space around in there. But like I said, with all the others, this will be filled in with trees. I'll kind of make a path going to this barn, just because you can't really just remove the barn, and I wanted to have some storage here for you guys and for me. So that's why that's there. It'll all be filled in with trees and removable bushes like all the others. So if you just want to have a forest, you can, or if you want to cut them down and make room for some placeables, you can do that as well. So like I said, I'm making this map as universal as I possibly can. I'm really new to this whole mapping thing. I'm learning a lot though. I'm learning a lot really fast, and it's really exciting. I can't wait to bring you guys this. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for the map, what you might want to see on it, if you have any suggestions on what I've showed you, maybe some tweaks I can do, please drop them in the comments below as well. Let me know what I should do with that little area. Should I forest it in, or just leave it kind of as is, put some decorations in there? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really excited, guys. I can't say it enough. I'm really excited to bring this to you guys and share it with you guys. So hopefully you all have enjoyed. Like I said, leave suggestions down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, click the bell icon so you're notified of when I upload and or stream. And until next time, I'm Redneck, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.